Tonight, the family of 17-year-old Arnold Joseph, who was tragically killed by police, is holding a candlelight vigil for the teenager. The mayor of Castries, Peterson Francis, reveals that he is a marked man. And the Royal St. Lucia Police Band observes a not-so-happy 72nd anniversary.
Today is the anniversary of the Royal St. Lucia Police Band. And you might be wondering why I'm not smiling. It's not because everything is bad, but presently we don't have a home.
The details of these stories and more are coming up.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News with Lovelace and Amy Joseph.
Good night. It is Wednesday, the 19th of June, 2019. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. We're on Flow, Channel 117, also being simulcast on Kiss FM 105.5 and 105.9. You can also watch on our website, www.caribbeanhottv.com, or on our free Caribbean Hot FM mobile app. I'm Lovely St. Amy Joseph. Thank you for joining. The family of 17-year-old Arnold Joseph, who was tragically killed by police, is holding a candlelight vigil for the teenager this evening. The vigil is set to take place at the same location where Joseph was killed. That's along the Chaussee Road near the La Panse Junction. Joseph, a student of the Anthropo Secondary School, succumbed to gunshot wounds after he was shot by officers attached to the Special Services Unit, SSU, on Wednesday, the 22nd of May at about 10:30 p.m. Police say they were responding to information received regarding a suspicious motor vehicle at Reclamation Grounds, Castries. According to a police statement, quote, the responding officers made attempts to stop a white Toyota Lancer registration number PE3191, but to no avail. The statement continued, quote, during an attempt to apprehend the individuals, one individual was fatally shot whilst a second was non-fatally injured. A third male was arrested without injury. One 9mm firearm was recovered by officers from the said individuals. Supporters are asked to bring their candles and to wear a red t-shirt or to purchase a t-shirt which will be on sale for the vigil. In other news, the mayor of Castries, Peterson Francis, revealed that he is a marked man. Francis says ever since he took up the position as Castries mayor, he has received numerous death threats. He says it has hindered aspects of his livelihood. However, he says he will not run away or go into hiding from those who wish to harm him. Rochelle Gonzalez reports.
Threats has been made against me all the time.
Mayor of Castries, Peterson Francis, made this revelation during a Wednesday morning press conference on the 22nd of June, following a bomb scare at the 1st District Court and reportedly at the City Hall where the mayor's office is located. Mayor Francis said on the day that a threat was issued to him then. During Wednesday's conference, he said whilst one must be careful, what will be, will be.
You see, you have to be concerned. But I've always said, and I'm a believer in destiny, that you'll be at your home, and if it's at your home you have to die, you'll die. If I have to die on the street, I'll die on the street. If I have to die at a fete, I'll die at a fete. So you just have to be careful and do what you believe is necessary to be done.
On the other hand, the mayor said he has no intentions of hiding away from anyone.
If I have to do that, just leave the people job for them. If now I can't walk the street, I have to have bodyguard and so just leave the mayorship. Why should I go through that?
Mr. Mayor, let's get this straight. Are you being directed at you as a mayor?
Yes. Yes. But I have not made any report to the police because I'm one of the believers that I don't want to glorify.
Have you taken steps to foster your...
Well, you know already, I can't. The same way we went on broadcast Operation Restore Confidence, and that's why we're in that problem we're in right now. So if I have anything to take care of myself, I can't give it to the reporters there because it's best I just tell the people that are looking for me what I want to do.
Are those threats recent? Do you think?
Yes, they are recent threats. Yeah, on a serious note, that I have been getting threats. I have gotten threats.
That's a serious...
It is a serious.
So I'm asking, what kind of threats are we talking about? Have you been, your life been threatened?
Yes, they will take. Yes, we have. I mean, we have people that all the time that they are waiting for me. I have to be careful where I go, what I do. You know, especially now.
Do you view that as coming from the work you're doing as a mayor, or that's just in your personal life?
No, as being the mayor. On the work that I'm doing as mayor, this is what is happening.
Mayor Francis said the threats have come in all forms, including verbal. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Rochelle Gonzalez.
A former educator has some stern words for Prime Minister Alan Chastanet for publicly poking fun at opposition leader Philip J. Pierre's speech impediment. Senator Gideon Ferdinand says bullying is a pattern of behavior by the leadership of the government and says this should not be accepted by society.
Just over 1 week after the island's Prime Minister Alan Chastanet publicly mocked the opposition leader Philip J. Pierre's stammer, former principal of the Micoud Secondary School, Gideon Ferdinand, has admonished his behavior, which he said is a clear form of bullying. Since the PM's platform mockery, he has come under heavy scrutiny, and he went on to raise even more tension when he refused to withdraw his statement upon request during a House sitting on Tuesday, the 11th of June.
Speaker, Mr. Speaker, this is the problem, you know, is when members on the other side, right, cannot even substantiate their own lies and mislead them. Just like when the member came.
Mr. Prime Minister. Mr. Prime Minister. We are not supposed to. I'm going to repeat it again. We are not supposed to. It is unparliamentary to call members, refer to any member as a liar, and to say a member has spoken lies is to call him a liar. I'm going to ask you, Mr. Prime Minister, please to withdraw that statement and to refrain from doing it.
Mr. Speaker, I refuse to withdraw that statement.
Mr. Prime Minister, no. Mr. Prime Minister.
Speaker.
The former educator said this is not an example which should be set by the leader of any nation.
You would forgive surrogates and persons who perhaps don't know better and say that, you know, they just made a mistake. It has not been once or twice. There's a pattern of behavior by the leadership of this government in terms of bullying, and that's a very key word, because in education, bullying has a completely different connotation, and particularly when you make reference to anything that can be termed or associated with differently able people. I think disabilities is not necessarily a priority for the Prime Minister. We see how he has treated organizations like the Blind Welfare Association that are supposed to be taking care or standing up for the interest of the differently able.
Ferdinand said the PM has a lot of explaining to do.
We have a specific unit in this country for special education. We have a special education unit. And when these people see our Prime Minister trying to mock someone or trying to make fun of something that is perceived to be a disability, I don't know how he's going to be able to explain it. He has tried to explain 1,000 million. He's tried to explain 43% and so on. I really want to see. He said he allowed it to wait to see what people are going to say. I'd really like to see how the Prime Minister will explain, trying to make fun of other people. And the bullying aspect, we saw it with your colleague journalists of ministers of government intimidating and treating people like they are lesser beings. We talk about that in the schools, and the Minister of Education has had it on her hands to deal with, where we have lots of cases of actual decisions and policies that the government is trying to implement at the education level to deal with bullying. But then we turn back and we see our leaders exhibiting that same behavior towards other people that they perceive to be in a weaker position than they are.
Ferdinand said he thinks the definition of bullying was properly shown by the PM on the platform and in the House of Assembly when he also bullied the Speaker of the House. This behavior, he said, is part of the bully culture of the government. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I'm Rochelle Gonzalez.
The released lineup for the August 23rd to 25th showing of St. Lucia Roots and Soul has caused a knee-jerk reaction from former chairman of the Ionola Council for the Advancement of Rastafari, Aaron Alexander. He says once again the local conscious community is receiving the short end of the stick as big international names make up the bulk of the lineup of the festival. Solange Alfred tells us more.
St. Lucia Roots and Soul is set to kick off on August 23rd, and the St. Lucia Tourism Authority, SLTA, has laid out the expanded lineup for the third annual hosting of the event. However, what seems like a star-studded lineup inclusive of Grammy Award winner Maya does nothing to impress former chairman of the Ayanola Council for the Advancement of Rastafari, Aaron Alexander. Alexander notes, with all the grandiose of the event, a crucial flaw can be seen by the little representation of local artists confirmed for the event.
Once again, foreigners eating all the bread. I've lamented this thing, in the last Roots and Soul Festival, and we see it happening again. I believe that the events committee of St. Lucia, the events committee of St. Lucia is not doing a good job when it comes to they're not doing justice to the local or national reggae artists in St. Lucia. I believe Roots and Soul should be an opportunity for more reggae artists to be featured, especially our national reggae artists in St. Lucia. They should be featured more during that time, because we're seeing Carnival is there, all soca artists is out, then you have all different kind of activities happening around Carnival, so many different fetes, wet fet hair, crazy in red, whatever they call them, and soca artists is eating all the time. And Roots and Soul is an opportunity for the reggae artists to eat a bread, and Events St. Lucia is really shafting the reggae artists in St. Lucia. And Events St. Lucia should be ashamed of themselves for the way that they're putting on this Roots and Soul.
Alexander says in the past he was forced to put on a one-man protest to express his outrage over the timing of the event and, most importantly, the treatment of local reggae artists. He expresses the hope that this year will be different. However, if it comes to it, he says he stands ready to call on reggae artists to express their angst.
Last time around, I had to put on a one-man protest, against what was happening, and it looked like this year I'll have to do the same thing again. But only this time I'll have to get a few of the reggae artists of St. Lucia to come along to the Roots and Soul and cause a scene for Events St. Lucia to wake up.
The Ayanola Council for the Advancement of Rastafari, ICA, has the ability to advocate on behalf of reggae artists, as majority of reggae singers are members of the council, so says Alexander.
Generally, the Rastafari community, through the Ayanola Council, most of those reggae artists are members of the Ayanola Council. So in the absence of actually having a separate entity, the council would have to be the one going out there and advocating on behalf of them. So the council, as a matter of fact, is having its biannual general meeting this coming Sunday at the Deriso Agricultural Conference Room, where an executive will be elected and so on. And I'm hoping, taking it from there, the council will actually be the one stepping up the pressure on Events St. Lucia, and by extension, Ministry of Tourism, who's responsible for all this kind of events and so on, to ensure that the reggae artists and them get the time under the sun.
Confirmed local acts looking to grace the stage at Roots and Soul include UK-based Kamaya Lizette, Asha Smalls, Naomi Ngozi Grandison, Skip Monday, and Sherwin Dupes Bryce. Big international names include R&B singer Genuine, British songstress Estelle, and headlining act UB40, featuring Ali Campbell and Astro. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Solange Alfred.
You're watching the Hot 7 Nightly News. When we come back, the Royal St. Lucia Police Band turns 72 and parking terminals are almost here. Stay with us.